podcast. Kiwi.
And joining me now live in the Kiwi studio with his guitar, it's Edwin Derricutt.
Hey man, how you doing?
Good morning. Nice to meet you, Edwin.
Hey, nice to be met.
Yeah, we're playing a track from you at the moment called Kowhai Tree.
Yeah,
it's doing the rounds at the moment, and we're very much enjoying it. But you have you've had a busy year so far, particularly back in the early part of the year. You did
certainly
quite an extensive tour of New Zealand.
Yeah, we sort of went all the way through. The beginning of the year found me sort of releasing a new album, my second album called 3 Hours South. And so that involved a bit of a trundle through the country and visiting some quite cool we did it all sort of restaurant, kind of cafe style based.
And you say we, so was it you in a band or?
Yeah, I took a band on the road, so sort of 70% of my gigs are me performing by myself. But I've got a great bunch of lads that join me whenever I can basically get them.
Yeah.
It's great.
That's the thing though with solo musicians. I know a lot of solo musicians like playing with the band, but it's, they've got to be paid as well, eh? And
there's the sort of the mechanical things of actually making it happen, but it's just quite. I like sort of mixing it up. There's a certain beauty about playing by yourself sometimes because that you can just sort of do different types of things and have a different dynamic. But then there's just the camaraderie of having guys on the road as well, and just the fun stuff musically that comes out of that, and the songs sort of they start one way at the beginning of the tour, and by the time you finish, they've grown somewhat into a slightly new beast, which is quite fun as well.
Yeah, and is Auckland home at the moment?
Auckland is home at the moment, yes.
Yeah,
I'm here.
and the album that people can get a hold of, is it it's in stores, but also is it digital as well?
It's digital, yeah. It's on iTunes and a whole range of places on that sort of platform, and hard copies at Marbeck's, the warehouse.
Great.
And also independent stores across the country. So that's pretty cool to get the support, particularly from Marbeck's. Have been really great, sort of pushing it out there.
Have you managed to get overseas and perform overseas at all yet?
Yeah, I've done a little bit. We're sort of just beginning to sort of venture into Australia, and one of our singles, a track called Lifeboat, seems to be being received really, really well on independent radio in Australia. So I'm about to sort of head over there in a few weeks' time to see if I can explore what avenues might be opening up over there, which is cool.
Cool. Well, you've got the guitar in the studio now, so we'd love to hear a special Kiwi edition of Kowhai Tree.
Actually, a special morning rendition.
Yeah.
There you go.
Edwin Derricutt here on Kiwi.
I wanna hear my friends all sing, and I wanna hear a mandolin. I wanna know what makes you tick, 'cause I'm so stupid, dumb, and thick. I wanna hear your words today, and I wanna hear your magazine. I wanna know what sound you make, yeah, yeah. I don't wanna be no plastic fake. I wanna climb your Kowhai tree and see all the colors I can see. wanna catch the song you fling, yeah, yeah. 'Cause I run dry if you don't say. If you don't say. If you don't say.
Yeah. Woo.
Times.
Edwin Derricutt with a track there live in the Kiwi studio called Kowhai Tree, which you can find on the new album called 3 Hours South, which is the brand new release. And I was just reading here, Edwin, that you're basically you've got a lot of control over people's happiness.
Control. Well,
Yes,
I hope I'm not too
because-
controlling.
because
I hope I
no-
make people happy though.
Because you're a musician and you're an architect.
Yeah.
And those are two things that have a lot of power over people's
Well, they do.
happiness and
They're
well-being.
kind of quite strange things as well. People are often a bit confused sometimes when they kind of go, "Oh, well, you're an architect," and then likewise people on a building site kind of go, "Oh, well, you're a musician
Is it?
too."
Yeah.
That's a bit strange. But to me, they're actually really quite similar things.
Yeah.
I think in terms of the part of the brain or the part of your sort of spirit that you use in it, you sort of spend 10% of your time inventing something which didn't exist before,
Yeah.
and then 90% of your time in this kind of discipline process, trying to make it real for people to experience and somehow be affected by. So
They both have the power to last a long time as well and stick around.
yeah, and I like the idea of that, leaving something that lasts a bit longer than yourself.
Mm.
And it's
And
cool.
of course, there's the risk of getting it wrong as well.
Well, that is true, and you could leave something really awful for a long, long time. So hopefully we'll work on making sure that doesn't happen.
Edwin, a pleasure having you in the Kiwi studio, and thanks for coming on
Cheers,
by.
thanks for having me in.
Do check out the new album. It's called 3 Hours